Hi, I'm Amy Shannon of Amy's Bookshelves Reviews, and this is a featured YouTube review. I reviewed the book, The Trafficking Murders by Brian O'Hare. And it was a really powerful and interesting book. It revolved around human trafficking, murder, and inside this world that is pretty much evil. They treat people like property, and when they're done with them, they discard them in some way. As someone who has researched human trafficking for previous work that I've done, it's all over the world, and it's best to really learn about it so you can protect yourself and your family. Anyways, the Trafficking Murders were written by Brian O'Hare, and the synopsis is, and I might get the names mispronounced, but Lin Hai and Chong Mitsu win scholarships to study at Queen's University in Belfast. Alina Balor departs a poor farm in Romania for well-paid work in Northern Ireland. The 3 lives harboring long-cherished dreams, 3 lives headed for tragedy. Sheehan and his serious crime units. This is one of the books. It's in a series of Inspector Sheehan mysteries, and this is book 5. But to go on, Sheehan and his serious crime units discover the body of one young woman in a garden of an upmarket residence. Confronted with violent Chinese racketeers, brutal human traffickers, and a fiendishly clever killer called the Shadow, they are baffled by a case that seems to lead into 2 entirely different directions. Can they find out who the Shadow is in time to save the victims? And it's one of those books that you just keep coming back to, and because of the subject and some of the scenes, you might need to take a breath, but it is worth a read. It's really powerful and it's really informative. I bet this author did a lot of research on human trafficking and of the different cultures of the victims. So I wrote a 5-star review, and I called it a chilling thriller. What an intriguing and chilling story in The Trafficking Murders by Brian O'Hare. I am a fan of this author. This author brings the story to life. The characters had a lot of depth and were very realistic. It's a very powerful story that delves into the depths of human trafficking. The story revolves around Sheehan and his serious crime units and how they land in the middle of a brutal world, excuse me, and a heinous killer. Culture and the search for victims or survivors play a big part in the story. This is a detective story, but so much more, and the characters bring the plot to life as it is character-driven. After reading the story, you may become reflective, as I was. Though this is a story, real-life stories like this happen all over the world. O'Hare did a magnificent job of writing and showing this story to the readers and giving them the chance to pause. It's definitely unputdownable. It's always an honor to read this author's book, both thrilling and intriguing all the way to the end. The characterizations are engrossing and dynamic. I just love this story. It's masterfully written. The Trafficking Murders is a definite recommendation by Amy's Bookshelf Reviews, and I hope to read more books by this author. This title is going on my top 10 list of authors for the year, or of books for the year. And this author's name is going on the top 20 authors of the year. I like to honor the authors. So this has been Amy's Bookshelf Reviews, and be safe and be well. Thank you.